America, who sell the sweet, smooth, and sassy 57 Chevrolet, bring you direct from Hollywood, the Bob Hope Chevy Show. With these stars as guests, Eddie Fisher, Harry James, Rowan and Martin, Jack Kirkwood, Les Brown and his band of Renown, and Bob's special guest, Betty Grable. And now, here is the star of our show, Bob Hope.
Thank you very, very much. Well, here I am again, ladies and gentlemen, for Chevrolet. Here I am with an hour of my jokes. All I have to do tonight is to make you laugh, and I get my salary. They call me the Moonlight Gambler. No, Ike has been elected, sworn in, inaugurated, and now it's official. Drew Pearson just conceded. The inauguration was something, wasn't it? Did you all see it? The biggest crowd in history turned out to see the president sworn in. It was so crowded, Ike had to see it on television. The inauguration was televised, and one Democrat was complaining about it. He said, that's the trouble with television shows, too many repeat shows. But I want to tell you, it was an impressive sight as the motorcade rolled down Pennsylvania Avenue with Vice President Nixon and the cabinet were in the first car, followed by Eisenhower in his golf cart. It was a pretty picture of it. And they tell me the guests at the inaugural dinner consumed a terrific amount of food. 3,000 steaks, 1,000 hamburgers, 200 turkeys, and Lawrence Welk's drummer is missing. I can understand why Ike hired Lawrence Welk. After all, he won in a waltz. I think it was nice that he was there. The president just made his annual State of the Union speech to Congress, and it was very interesting. Did anybody hear that? Of course, if you missed it, don't worry about it. It'll show up in your income tax. Ike asked the 85th Congress for $72 billion. $71 billion if John Foster Dulles will only fly tourists. No, imagine asking a Democratic Congress for $72 billion. That's like asking Senator McCarthy to contribute to the Kremlin community chest. Of course, they need the money because the post office department is way in the red, and one official suggested raising revenues by putting Anita Ekberg's picture on the 3-cent stamps. I'm for that. If we're going to play post office, let's enjoy it. And you know, a special commission has figured out how the post office can save $250 million a year. Isn't that wonderful? Of course, there may be a little trouble when the money orders aren't delivered, but I think it's going the right way. And Congress has made cuts in every department. They even plan to lay off some Secret Service men as soon as they find out who they are. And by the way, I have an announcement to make. If you happen to see those signs around town that says Bob Hope in the Iron Petticoat, don't get nervous. That's just that's the picture I'm in. Well, the Iron Petticoat is a good picture, I think, and I think you'll like it. It has youth, courage, daring, loveliness. And let's see, who else is in it besides me? Now, for my leading lady, it was a toss-up between Katharine Hepburn, Grace Kelly, and Gina Lollobrigida. Kate got the part because Grace and Gina had other production schedules, so... Say, how about those B-52s that went around the world in 45 hours? How about that? Isn't that something, huh? What'd they do, land here? No, I thought it was wonderful. Actually, they didn't intend to circle the globe. They just couldn't find a place to park. The official time was 45 hours and 19 minutes, which breaks the world's record set in 1949 by a high school kid in a hot rod. Now, it's a wonderful thing. The planes were jet bombers, by the way. An eagle flew alongside of them for a while, then it turned to another eagle and said, I could go that fast, too, if my tail was on fire. They refueled in midair. It's handy, but you sure get a dirty look when you ask the attendant to get the windshield. And they tell me that it made it in 44 hours, but the pilot hung out his laundry and was waiting for his shorts to dry. Just think, around the world in 45 hours. That makes Mike Todd a sissy, doesn't it? If they can do it on a regular schedule, they'll save Conrad Hilton a fortune in Night Watchman. I may wait that one out. Of course, my clothes will go out of style, but I'll wait. Of course, the big news we haven't touched yet. I suppose you read where Elvis Presley passed a... I can't even say it. I suppose you read where Elvis Presley passed his Army physical. I feel a lot safer now, don't you? Yes, sir, the doctors have okayed Elvis for the Army. Now the Army is checking the doctors. Elvis already knows a lot about the war. He spent quite a little time in the combat zone between Ed Sullivan and Steve Allen. But it was quite a day. At 2 o'clock, Elvis passed his physical. At 4 o'clock, Khrushchev called Ike and said, "We're ready to talk peace." No, I don't want to underplay Elvis because he's all right. And they didn't bother giving him the regular thorough examination. They just watched a minute and decided anybody that could stand at attention and go on maneuvers at the same time was good enough. He'll be the only private the Army ever had that can roll the dice without taking them out of his pocket. Oh, and by the way, the doctors found out something that may be of interest to you who have only seen Elvis on the Ed Sullivan Show. He does have a bottom half. Isn't that wonderful? I thought he was half man, half guitar. Elvis is really musical, too. When the doctor tapped him with a hammer, his kneecaps played 3 choruses of Don't Be Cruel. But I can't wait to see Elvis on guard duty yelling, "Halt, who goes there, friend or square?" Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have some very exciting people for you tonight. Some great guest stars. We have the legs and the lip, Betty Grable and Harry James. You know, a trumpet player has to warm up his lip before he can play, and I believe Harry married the best way to do it. I really do. He may not blow the hottest trumpet in the business, but it's the happiest. I'll tell you. And our special guest is Eddie Fisher of RKO's Bundle of Joy, a picture I highly recommend if you're looking for a change. Now, how lucky can you get? He's got his own TV show for Coca-Cola, and he's married to Debbie Reynolds. What a life. All he does is go from one pause that refreshes to another. We also have Rowan and Martin, the country's fastest rising young comedy team. Young. Martin's at least 30. Actually, I don't mind young comedians. What I can't stand is funny young comedians. And now let's listen to a few words from Chevrolet, our sponsor. Remember, your Chevrolet dealer's door is always open. So even if you don't want a car, drop in and help keep the salesman warm. Before I leave, I just want to tell you that it's a wonderful car, and it has all the latest features. And by the way, I don't want to brag about my family, but my brother Jack invented a new gadget, a power Kleenex dispenser. But he made the mechanism too touchy. You hit a bump and you drive the next 5 miles in a snowstorm. That's my brother. Bye.
Every sports car enthusiast recognizes this car. It's the only regular production sports car in America, the Chevrolet Corvette. Famous all over the world, the Corvette is one of a man's proudest possessions. The Chevrolet Corvette is the official Class C champion of the Sports Car Club of America. Now, here's a very interesting fact. A hidden likeness between the Corvette and any of the new Chevrolet models, such as this Bel Air convertible. The two cars are often what you might call brothers under the hood. Look, here is the heart of the only regular production sports car in America. Notice the 4-barrel carburetors. And now, let's check the Chevy convertible. Look the same? It should. For this is the identical engine that powers the Corvette right next to it. Everything the same, even the 4-barrel carburetors. That's just one big reason why the more you look, the more you like Chevrolet. There are many more reasons. For instance, the transmissions under both these cars and other Chevrolet models are also the same. In fact, every new Chevrolet buyer enjoys the widest choice of engines and transmissions in the entire automotive field. And from this wide power choice, you can assemble several optional power teams for your Chevrolet, including one that's exactly the same as the one which powers this Corvette sports car. A further study of the hidden features of this Chevrolet would reveal that even the brakes are the same that sports car lovers find in the latest Corvettes. The facts add up to a Chevrolet ease of handling and an overall Chevrolet performance very much like the ease of handling and overall performance of the Corvette itself. A close inspection of any one of the 20 sparkling new Chevrolet models at your nearest Chevrolet dealers will not only confirm all this, but will also reveal scores of other reasons why you get more to be proud of in a Chevy. And the more you look, the more you like Chevrolet.
Hottie. Hottie. Me and brother would sure like to sing for you, wouldn't we, brother? Hottie. Brother here, he ain't too bright. Matter of fact, if it weren't for his toes, he couldn't count to 13. I'll tell you when. But we don't have to be too smart because we own the money tree.
Pull up an easy chair and sit yourself down and lean back.
Well, I'll tell you about us folks that live in the town of Greenback.
We never have to work on our hands and knees.
'Cause we live in a place where money grows on trees.
Oh, the money tree, it's a beautiful sight to see. Thank goodness it happened to you and me.
Say, Brother Jethro, I'm tired. How much further we got to go before we're going to get to the carnival?
You're trying to tell me something. Brother, would you care to try that line again? I'll hold your teeth. What have you been doing, opening pop bottles with these things? I mean, Coke bottles. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said, how much?
I think it's better with you.
How much further we got to go before we're going to get to the carnival?
Well, I reckon we're just about there.
Hey, listen, look at them lights there.
Oh, hey, wait. Hey, we better cover the money tree before the city slickers start pruning.
All right, just nothing, just commencing. The big show on the inside, never off, never on, going on all the
How
time.
about this, huh?
Hurry, 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 step right up. See Hilda, the world's most beautiful bubble dancer. Hurry, 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 hurry.
Well, what's the hurry, mister?
There's a leak in the bubble. How about that? Beat it, boys, you bother me. All ready, folks, step right up, one dime, the 10th part of $1. See the world's most beautiful girl.
Girls?
Way there, brother. Watch it.
Hey, I gotta try his shampoo. Say, would you gentlemen be interested in a little game of chance?
Well, don't mind if I do. What'll it be, Parcheesi, checkers, or spitting?
Right over here, I have a little game you might be interested in. It's the Wheel of Fortune. You pick any number from 1 to 4, and if you hit it, we pay you 4 to 1.
Say, that looks easy. Pick a number, brother.
Let's pick number 1.
Number 1?
It's easy to remember.
Come on, put all that wrinkled stuff on there. You don't want that old dirty stuff. There you are.
Well, the money's down on number 1.
Let it
And
go.
here we go.
Oh, dang, power brakes.
How much did we win?
Oh, you lost. But you came mighty close. Come back again when you're not so poor.
Now, wait a minute. If we'd have been on number 2, we'd have won.
That's right.
We put money on all 4 numbers. We can't lose.
Jethro, you're a genius. No wonder you're in the 3rd grade.
I think I'll try number 1 again. There you
Number
are.
1, the man says.
I'll try number 2.
And he wants number 2.
And I kind of like number 3 right there.
And the gentleman has number 3.
I kind of cotton on number 4.
And this cotton figure wants number 4.
Well, okay. Spin it.
Yeah, spin it.
Well, the money's all down on numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and here we go. And the winner is number 5.
Now, wait a minute. There's something crooked here.
Well, you ought to know you're breathing through it. Well, I guess that does it. And the wheel's closed for the night.
Now, wait, shucks. We're just getting started.
Yeah, stick around. We'll pay overtime.
Say, I don't get this. You guys spend money like it grows on trees.
You told him.
I didn't say nothing.
Well, how'd he know? Maybe he'd seen it.
See what? What are you talking about?
Oh, the money tree, the money tree. It's a beautiful sight to see.
Why couldn't it happen to you and me?
Well, it throws fresh new bills that snap and crack, and as fast as you can take 'em, it throws 'em right back.
Say, every day there's a bumper crop with a $1 million bill way up on top.
Money tree, the money tree. It's a beautiful sight to see.
Why couldn't it happen to you and me?
Stop that. Stop right, Jeff.
Say, would you fellas care to part with this scrubby weed? I'd pay you a lot of money for it.
Well, who wants money? It grows all we need.
It sure does. Oh, darn, who put that 1 in there?
Now, wait. You just gotta sell me this tree. Tell you what I'll do. Here's the deed to the carnival.
Well, you're convincing me.
And here, wait a minute. Here's all your money back. Every bit of it. And here's my wallet.
How about that?
Now, what do you say?
Hey, isn't that something?
I wonder how I look in that hat.
Well, let's find out.
I bet that coat cost a pretty penny.
You like it? Okay, it's all yours, my friend.
I never owned a pair of button shoes.
Shoot. All right. You want them, they're yours.
Say, brother, wouldn't those pants look good on Mom?
All right. There you are. Yeah.
Hey, look, brother, 2-piece undies.
I gotta get going, Bobby. Oh, the money tree, the money tree. It's a beautiful sight to see. Why couldn't it? So long, suckers.
Hey, brother, do you think we should have sold him that tree?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Ma, how many trees we got left?
Got 3 left, Jethro.
Good job of pasting. Very good. How about that, huh? Here you are.
Where's our next job, Brother Jethro?
Oh, Hollywood, that's full of slickers. Here is Betty Grable.
Forget your troubles, just get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. The sun is shining, come on, get happy. The Lord's waiting to take your hand. Hallelujah. on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day.
We're heading past the river. Wash your sins, wash away the tide. It's so peaceful on the other side.
Forget your troubles, just get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. Wash things away in the tide. It's all so peaceful on the other side. Forget your troubles, just get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day.
You know, like most people in show business, I get a tremendous kick out of discovering new talent. I'll never forget the night at the Palace when I discovered Judy Garland. I looked up, and there she was on the stage. Then there was the night I discovered Jackie Gleason. I looked up, and there he was, all over the stage. 2 weeks ago in Las Vegas, I had the pleasure of seeing what promises to be the top comedy team of the year, Dan, Rowan, and Dick Martin. Right after their show at the Sands, I went backstage to their dressing room to see them.
Dan, have you seen my basketball?
No.
Somebody stole my basketball.
I don't need it.
I'd be lost without my basketball. I'm in the mood to dribble. I'm a dribbler.
Will you wait?
I'm a dribbler. Don't tell me I'm a dribbler.
I've told you a dozen times, don't double dribble. All right, now wait, don't shoot. Wait. Okay, now shoot.
Shoot there!
Take some points. You made it again. Now take it easy. Nice and calm. Easy. That's it. You don't need your basketball tonight. You're going out with the little chorus girl.
That's it. I knew I had a date with something round.
What's the matter with you tonight?
That's the doctor. He told me I only have 70 years to live. I have to cram a whole lifetime into 70 years. So many wonderful things I wanted to do. Paris, Rome, London, get a haircut.
Don't worry. The one you got will last you a lifetime. Dick, this may be a big night for us. Tonight, sitting ringside, was a very important television personality watching us work.
Who?
Well, I'll give you a hint. He walks like this.
Liberace.
No. No, this man doesn't play piano.
That's what I said, Liberace.
No, he's a very famous entertainer. His first name is Bob.
Bob Cummings.
No.
Bob Wagner?
No.
Barbara Stanwyck.
Barbara Stanwyck's a girl.
Well, it's a good thing or she'd be stuck with a closet full of nightgowns.
Now, this man has made millions from pictures like Road to Rio, That Certain Feeling, Seven Little Boys.
This man is a thief.
He's not a thief.
This man is a blackmailer.
This man's name is Bob Hope.
Bob Hope.
What are you doing?
Catching flies.
Catching flies.
Don't get sore. I'll go halvesies.
Bob Hope is here to see us. Now then, why do you suppose that a busy guy like Bob Hope would come all the way down here, spend his one night in Las Vegas, watching us work?
He's too cheap to gamble.
He's not cheap.
Can't get a date?
He's not looking for girls.
He's not looking for girls?
He's not looking for girls.
Have we established whether this man is living or dead?
Dick, boy, what would you say if I told you that Bob Hope was coming here tonight to sign us?
I'd say, really, Dan? Leaping lizards. That's good enough for Orphan Annie. It's good enough for me. Somebody knocked on the door.
And right away, you knew it was the door. You're a G. Will you go see who it is?
I'll go, don't get sore. Who's there, boy or girl? Bob Hope. Answer the question.
Now, I told you a dozen times, this is a big man. He's a very big man. Treat him with a lot of respect.
Respect?
That's the word, respect.
Gotcha.
All right.
How are you? I'm Bob Hope,
Please,
and
kid, no autograph.
Now, come on. Come on in, Mr. Hope. I'm Dan Rowan.
How are you?
This is my partner, Dick Martin.
How do you do? I've enjoyed your act very much.
Well, I'm immensely fond of your work.
Brilliant. You're keen. Thank you very much. You top drawer all the way.
You're going to make it someday.
If you girls will excuse me, I'll put the coffee on.
Big minor Walton.
Hang on. It's all right.
Come on in and sit down, Bob.
Well, I just have a minute, but I wanted to stop by and tell you that I was out front and I thought you were just great. Your performance was marvelous, your timing was perfect, and the way you went out there tonight, I thought you could have taken another bow.
Look back. If you just came here to knock the act, get out.
What's with this Ivy League mama?
It's the damp weather, Bob. He has a hole in his shoe and his brain got wet. Very nice of you to drop in the sands to see us.
Well, it's my pleasure. Besides, I love the sands. What little hotel in Las Vegas has a courtesy gun for losers?
Oh, laugh it up, will you? We want to get on his show.
You know, a funny thing happened to me in the casino on my way to the slot machine.
The slot machine. That's a wizard.
Wait, I didn't... Well, will you hold it?
Will you hold it? Oh, man, you gassed me.
You have a free night. My oven is waiting. Look, Dan, why don't we go off by ourselves where we can T-A-L-K without the K-I-D?
Well, he's a little hard to L-O-S-E, but we can T-R-Y.
All right, you guys, I know what that is.
What?
Spelling.
Look, Dan, let's get to the point. I've got an opening on my Chevrolet show for January the 25th, and I'd like to have you and the Worm come on.
I can't answer for both of us, Bob. We're partners, and we share everything. Money, billing, flies. Excuse me just a minute. He wants us on his TV show.
Whoa!
Play it cool. Act disinterested. We'll get more loot.
Cool, disinterested. Gotcha. Oh, go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Oh, go, go, go. Frankly, Mr. Hope, we're not interested.
Well, that's too bad, because I had a wonderful bit for you. I wanted to repeat my old vaudeville act, and I could use you fellas in it.
You stole my partner, but you'll have to tell me more.
Well, it's just a nice little bit where I do my orchestra on the stage. I lead it, and you boys are two hecklers in the audience.
Well, who gets the laughs?
You two fellas.
Daddy.
Please, no politics. Hey, now, then it's all set, huh?
Fine.
Well, I'll meet you at rehearsal. I'll meet you at...
What about the money?
Money? Look, I'm a reasonable man. I know your needs are modest and you'll sacrifice to be on my show. I'm going to leave it completely up to you. What's your price?
We have arrived at a price.
$10,000.
Well, what do you think?
Winston's taste good, like a cigarette should. Ladies and gentlemen, this is part of my first vaudeville act. You see, I used to come out in one and do about 12 minutes, just murder the audience. Then for an afterpiece, I would introduce my band. I'd say, here, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the greatest musical aggregations of all time, featuring that well-known crooner, Bing Crosby's brother, Double Crosby. Hit it. 1, 2. Herman! What do you want, Sam? How do you like it? Sounds just as bad over here. Wait a minute, come here, come here. Those guys bother you. You kidding?
Listen, I'm not going to sing unless those guys quit butting in like that.
You better get home before those pants choke you to death.
Don't worry, I won't let him insult you. This man is a great singer.
He's a louse.
Who called my singer a louse?
Who called that louse a singer?
Just a second. This man's a great artist.
He's a bum.
A bum. This man is of the cinema.
Oh, a cinema bum.
Just a moment. What's the idea of smoking in the theater?
I always smoke during intermission.
You can't insult me. I'm a big man in the theater. My name means box office.
Yeah, B.O.
Wait till the manager sees you.
Wait till Ripley sees you.
What do you think of that? What do you think of those guys up
Oh,
there?
I hate those guys. I hate them worse than... What's the lowest thing in the world?
Your salary. Sing. Come on.
Hey, Herman. What? Do you know George Riley? No, what's his name? What's whose name? George Riley. Never heard of him. Hey, Sam. Yeah. Give me a word that rhymes with cash. Meat and potatoes.
Oh, now, just a minute. Meat and potatoes don't rhyme with cash.
It does if you make hash out of it.
That's terrible. I can't be listening to stuff like that.
We've been listening to you.
Are you a smart guy?
He was smart. Would he pay to see you?
Hey, you look like the kind of guys would come into a theater on a pass, then take your shoes off.
Are you kidding?
That's enough for me. Ushers, ushers, throw the bums out. No, not me.
There's a road that lies under northern skies toward the land of the midnight sun. It crosses the crest of the great Northwest, and it's known as the Alcan Run. And from Dawson's Creek with a task force fleet of the 57 line, we blaze the way for Chevrolet to conquer the Alcan grind. The lightning flashed, the hailstorm crashed, the rain turned the road to paste. We drove our band through that washed-out land up into the Yukon waste. Statistics say at the AAA it's a 72-hour drive, but we roared down into Fairbanks town in less than 45. Chance of the Alcan Run. So if you haul loads over all kinds of roads, Chevy trucks are number one. They're engineered best and proven by test. Chance of the Alcan Run.
Now, through the courtesy of Debbie Reynolds, RKO Studios, and thousands of teenagers everywhere, we bring you the pride of RCA Records, Eddie Fisher, right here.
I give to you and you give to me true love. So on and on it will always be true love for you. And I have a guardian angel on high with nothing to do but to give to you and to give to me love forever true. I give to you and you give to me. Love forever true. From this moment on, you bore me, dear, only to foresee, dear, from this moment on. From this happy day, no more blue songs, only hoopty-doo songs, from this moment on. For you've got that love I need so much, got the skin I love to touch, got two arms to hold me tight, got two sweet lips to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone from this moment on. For you've got that love I need so much, got the skin I love to touch, got two arms to hold me tight, got two sweet lips to kiss goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone from this moment on.
Oh, hello there. My name is Marcia Mantrap. I'm a star. They call me Marsh because I'm mysterious and misty.
Oops. My name is Tab Hope. I'm a flop. They call me Tab because I never pick up any.
I accept only the biggest, most important roles. I was the girl in Girl from Laredo.
I take any kind of bits. I was the burp and baby doll.
I got an Oscar when I stole a scene from Anna Mignani.
I got arrested when I stole some gravel from Rock Hudson.
This is my home. 22 rooms, 5 baths, and the grounds are out of this world.
This is my home. No grounds, 1 room, and the bathroom is out of this building. I just took a shower at the service station. Oh, those 5-minute car washes. Well, I gotta freshen up. Gotta go to the agency. If I don't get a job in pictures pretty soon, I'll starve to death. Yesterday, they baked me a cake at the Unemployment Bureau. It was our 10th anniversary. Better save that for when things get tough. You sneak, you ate my breakfast. How long can this go on? For 10 years, I've scrimped and saved, begged and borrowed and stolen. Still, I haven't got a break. What do I have to do to become a success? I'd sell my soul to be a star. You called? how'd you get in here? Who are you, anyway? My car. Hot Breath Harry. Dealer in lost souls. Master of ceremonies of the world's largest barbecue. You mean that you're from down...
Let's just say that I do not need a cigarette lighter.
Here's a penguin that switched from cool to hot.
Now, I'm going to make you a star. That's my good deed for the day.
How do you like that? Here in Hollywood, the devil's a Boy Scout. Star. Now, if I only had some clothes.
Your wish is my command.
Man, you must be the devil. This is a real smoking jacket.
Oh, Vittorio, you simply must get your eyelashes trimmed. They keep fatting off my earrings.
Sì, grazie.
Darling, it's wonderful having you here for the weekend. I can hardly wait for our wedding. And, darling, I want it to be just a simple, secret ceremony. Just the four of us. You, me, the newsreel, and television.
Marcia, have you seen this publicity?
Marcia Mantrap engaged to Tab Hope. Who is Tab Hope?
Only the hottest thing in Hollywood. Look at this.
How I Discovered the Real Me by Tab Hope.
And this.
Tab Hope's modest confession, entitled, Beauty and Brains Are Not Enough. Luckily, I had talent, too. I don't know what he wants with me. He's going steady now.
I tell you, he's the biggest star we've ever had, and he hasn't even made a picture yet.
Oh, that's the way to do it. What kind of an agent are you anyway? You know perfectly well I'm engaged to Vittorio Brazzi.
Sì, grazie. Honey, baby, it's only for publicity. Look, that may be him. All you have to do is to be seen with him until your picture is released. Then you drop the hand.
Oh, the things I do for my bank account. Very well, I'll play along with the schnook just so long as he doesn't forget who the star is.
I'm sorry, no more autographs. I'm very sorry. This must be the place, Swaps. Boy, there's a lot of GI building going on, isn't there? Which way are you going? I'm going with you, that's all right. Hey, my good man, would you take this out and have it stuffed? By the way, he hasn't had lunch, so will you take him over to Romanoff's? What does he eat, sir? Anybody. Take him over there. Hey, well, I'll see you at the kennel. Don't forget, it'll be formal. Put on your Tony Martin tail. Well, now, are you busy?
Why, no.
Well, write me a fan letter. Hello? No, I'm sorry. It was for you. Say, now, which one of you is Marcia Mantrap?
I am. And you must be Flab Hope.
That's Tab. Watch your diction.
That's Flab. Watch your diet.
How do you do? I'm Tab Hope. Doesn't matter who you are.
I believe you know Vittorio Brazzi, the Italian movie star.
Oh, I didn't recognize you without your subtitles. How are you doing?
Sì, grazie.
What's lasagna? How are you? Fine? Waiting the pizza. Say, I just... Pardon. What are you doing here?
Nothing. Just a little hole sink.
This is my manager, Hot Breath Harry. Oh, may I cut in? May I?
Sì, grazie.
That's all right, Julie. You left out the vinegar. Ah, so nice to be alone like this. You have 15 minutes. Charm me.
All right, hand me a flute and hop in your basket.
That's a good reading. You may be another Toby Wing. I think I have a bit for you in my next picture. Might help you with your comeback. I do hope you have talent. Now, let's have a drink on that. Should we all have a... why don't you run out in the backyard and stomp on some grapes?
Victorio, darling, why don't you bathe and dress for dinner?
Sì, grazie. Yes. And you, I will see later.
Don't see me. See Grazia. Here, take a little scat with you. There you go. Now, about the wedding. Now, I just want it to be a simple little affair, just my immediate fans, and we'll have Dory Sherry and Daryl Zanuck as flower girls. And by the way, dear, don't wear any jewelry because it'll clash with my sequin tuxedo.
Road company, Gabby Hayes. I'm only engaged to you for publicity reasons. I'm going to marry Vittorio.
Si, grazie.
Well, don't you think I could fill his shoes?
Not only could you fill his shoes, but your head would stick out. I'm going to have my agent call this whole deal off.
Fine devil you are.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Well, you can go home. That's what you can do.
I'm at your service.
All right. Get rid of Sagrazio.
Right now?
I want him out of that door this minute.
Okay. You asked for it.
What's that, Vittorio?
He just packed his bath and went. I hope he has his 57 plates. And now, dear, I'm all yours.
Oh, why, you egomaniac. You couldn't get around your head in 80 days. And I wouldn't marry you if you gave green stamps. Kiss me, darling.
You got a line, you know.
Say, pardon me, Bud.
Oh, I've got a line. You know what you're going to say. Let's do it right now. No, I'm all yours.
Why, you egomaniac. You couldn't get around your head in 80 days. I wouldn't marry you if you gave green stamps. Kiss me, darling.
How much you want for that trumpet? Business for myself.
I say. Hey, Bud, I don't mind you going into business for yourself, but not with my stock, huh? Shall we go?
Go where? Where? Yes.
Why, to the big Grauman's Chinese down yonder. They're waiting for your hoof prints. I'll make all the necessary arrangements.
Yeah, but wait.
Please. Hello? Operator? Get me long distance. Hello? I would like HE 4000. No, not Hempstead, you fool.
Oh, darling, darling, you can't leave me now. Now that we've found each other, our love was meant to be. You do love me, don't you, darling?
Si, grazie.
Wait a minute. Maybe this thing works for anybody.
Hey! Wait a minute, you went the wrong way! Nobody up there likes you! We did it. We beat the devil, doll, just because our love is stronger than his power. How about that?
What a deal I made. The most sensational love story of all time. A picture starring Marcia Mantrap and Tab Hope.
How wonderful! How exciting!
Marcia Mantrap and Tab Hope. Oh, you'll be great in it, too. We'll be another Romeo and Juliet. What do we need her for? I can get a blonde wig and play both parts. Oh, darling, our names will be up there together in lights. I can see it now. Tab Hope and white. Do you get it?
I think I've been getting it all along.
Second thought, honey. I think we should think it over very carefully before we commit ourselves. I'll meet you at the office in 20 minutes and we'll sign the contracts. Good. Well, baby, it's been a rough day. I'll go freshen up and we'll celebrate. Cigarettes.
Did you hear what he said?
Everything. He's after my job.
Mine, too.
Oh, if there was only some way I could get even with that double-crosser.
Allow me.
Happy birthday, dear mother. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Hey, good. There's one more present. Really? Open it quick. This one's from Dad.
Follow the ribbon through the door for the sweetest present you ever saw.
Follow the ribbon, Mommy.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, Bill, it's gorgeous.
And gorgeous is the right word for this Bel Air sports sedan. The spirited hardtop that heads the 1957 Chevrolet parade of 8 lively and lovely sport models. And when you look inside, well, the more you look at this new Chevy, the more you like it. Chevrolet interiors are definitely the finest in its field. And there's plenty of room in a Chevy, plenty of headroom, and the solid luxury of body by Fisher, found only on Chevrolet and higher-priced cars. Birthday or any day, a brand new Chevy is cause for a special kind of happiness. A happiness that will grow and grow as each new Chevrolet superiority is discovered and appreciated. Scores of Chevrolet improvements, like the handsome air vents built right into the headlight assembly. They scoop in as much as 22% more air, a great step forward in year-round ventilation and comfort. Or maybe you'd like a Corvette power team under your Chevrolet hood. Here's one man who took advantage of that exclusive Chevrolet option. And by the way, he had his choice of 5 engines and 5 transmissions. The greatest power and performance choice in the entire automotive field. The same choice your Chevrolet dealer offers you. And once you get up close to a new Chevy, there seems to be no end to the wonders of this great car. So why not discover these things for yourself? They're as near as your nearest Chevrolet dealers. And we can promise you this, that just like this happy birthday lady, you too will find more to be proud of in a Chevy. The more you look, the more you like Chevrolet.
I know you'd feel very cheated unless I brought Harry James out here with his trumpet. How about that, huh? Come here, Harry. You know, now, January 27th to February 2nd is National Junior Achievement Week, honoring the organization that gives teenage boys and girls the opportunity to learn how American business operates. We take pride in saluting junior achievement, proving ground for America's future leaders. And don't forget, sometime tomorrow, try and get over to your Chevrolet dealers and see the new Chevy. It's sweet, smooth, and sassy. You'll get more to be proud of in a Chevy. Les? And thanks for the memory of the March of Dimes crusade and the effort being made to deal a blow to polio that's helped them make the grade. And we thank you so much. Folks, join the March of Dimes. Remember, your dimes and dollars may help a little child to walk. And one day soon may even help to wipe out that dread disease, polio. So send your contribution to your local March of Dimes. Thank you. You know, on my last show, I forgot to credit a few people who helped us so much with our show in Alaska. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Colonel James C. Sherrill of the Pentagon, Major George Dalfers, and Lieutenant Peter Malatesta. Those guys up in Anchorage for all the wonderful work they did to make that show possible. Also, MATS, Military Air Transport Service, for lifting us up and flying. Also, I want to thank the TV Guide for the cover and story about our recent trip to Alaska. I liked it so much, I bought 100 copies. Wait till you see this egghead they put on the cover. Yours truly. Be sure to see Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, and Trigger on the Chevy Show from the Houston Rodeo, February the 22nd. And I'll be back on March 10th with another show for Chevy. My guests will be Rosemary Clooney, Wally Cox, and at television first, my special guest star, Lana Turner. Thank you very much, and good night.
Eddie Fisher appeared through the courtesy of the Coca-Cola Company and Planters Peanuts. Furs by A.I. Lipsy.